Okay,
Would
there
you
it is.
rather? This is perfect. Would you rather perform a set after being awake for 48 hours,
Yeah,
or try to sleep after drinking Cuban coffee?
I think I could easily sleep after drinking any coffee. Being up for 48 hours might actually kill me. So I could
That's true.
easily sleep. I'll go with the coffee.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for you. Okay.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer. All right, here's
Good
the next
answer.
one. Good answer. Would you rather share a home with Beetlejuice
Mhm.
or share a home with the Addams Family?
It's so crazy where my brain goes. I'm like, immediately, I'm like, how big is the house? Would it be the actual, the house that they were in Beetlejuice and the house that the Addams family live in?
I think let's go with that.
Okay.
Yep.
I like my space, so I'm going to go with less people. I'm going to go with Beetlejuice. And I love Michael Keaton. I know we're talking about Beetlejuice here, but Beetlejuice
amazing.
in that house. Final answer.
Good answer. Good. All right. Let's see if it's up on the
Good
board.
answer. Good
Yeah.
answer.
I think you had posted, right? About, was he on Conan?
Oh,
Michael
pretty.
Keaton?
I'm behind on my Conan podcast, so I listened literally today while I was doing some legal speed fulfillment. Yeah, he's great because a lot of I don't know if people know this or not, but he was like a stand-up comedian. He was a funny actor up until he was Batman. So like he's still a funny person. Like you don't just get into stand-up comedy when you're younger because you want to. Like he was a funny guy. So then he started doing more serious roles and he crushes that also. And yeah, but just hearing him have a candid like conversation with Conan it was all funny. It was all funny. And I have this weird like not obsession, but I really do just like hearing with the right host like Mark Maron or Conan or someone like that. I just love hearing celebrities talk because they've done so much and impacted culture so much. So when you hear good celebrities and people who have like a head on their shoulders, just really like inspiring, like there is something there's something about being successful and like not becoming a shithead basically. So I like
Amen.
I like hearing
Hallelujah.
people like Conan speak and people that Conan is attracted to. And then you get people like Michael Keaton or like Timothy Oliphant on that show where they cannot stop joking around, and it's priceless. It's priceless foolishness, and it's amazing.
Yes. Yes, we do not deserve Conan or Mark Maron.
I
Oh,
know.
an angel among, I was
I
going to say
know.
among cats, but all right, anyway.
Among
All right.
cats.
All right, Maddie, you're going to read the next one?
All right, you bet. Next one. Would you rather drink good coffee at room temperature or only drink bad coffee but at the perfect temperature?
Definitely good coffee at room temperature because I actually still, and this probably like should take points off of my coffee snobbery, I really still like cold brew like 365 days a year. So something closer to room temperature is still better than like hot coffee. I just really don't like hot beverages in general, and I've had to learn how to get past that a little bit for business purposes, but like for enjoyment, I could be like back home in New York with 2 feet of snow on the ground and I would still want a cold brew.
Nice.
Good.
I thought I was going to trick you up on that one. Darn it.
All right, here's the next one. Would you rather listen to show tunes for 24 hours straight or listen to sea shanties for 24 hours straight?
Ooh. I'm going to go show tunes because I think there's going to be a little bit more variety. I'm not too familiar with various sea shanties, but I would imagine they all kind of sound the same. So I would say there's probably a little bit more variety with the show tunes. So I'll go with that. And you know what could be in show tunes? You have like American Idiot, Green Day. You have stuff like that, like Rock of Ages or whatever that was called. You probably get a little bit more variety there. So I'll go with that.
Throw in a little Hamilton, a little
Yeah,
Phantom.
exactly.
You're all set.
Yeah.
Word. All right. Maddie, you want to read the next one?
Okay. Next one is, would you rather never be able to listen to your guilty pleasure album again? Or would you rather perform with artists whose albums you're embarrassed to admit that you own?
This one's tough. If you asked like my closest, like the people closest to me, I've had this conversation maybe a decade ago that I don't think I have a guilty pleasure artist. Like I don't know who I would be ashamed to admit that I like. So this is a tough one because I don't know who I listen to that really is like would be a guilty pleasure, like the actual definition of a guilty pleasure. But um, I mean, I'd rather perform with an artist whose album you're embarrassed to admit. I mean, I'd rather perform. I'll go with that route with that question. I'd rather perform than the other option is just listen to. So
Nice.
why not? And you have a picture of NSYNC here. I'll play with NSYNC. Why not?
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that all the guilty pleasures are like some of the best albums of all time. That's funny.
Oh
There's
yeah,
some
right.
good albums on that guilty pleasure list. You know?
Hell yeah. All right. We have one more. Would you rather? Here it is. Would you rather go to space with William Shatner or be knighted a Jedi by Mark Hamill? Spelled
Mark
incorrectly,
Hamill.
I think.
Mark Hamill, of course. He's someone who's talk about celebrities that you love finding out that they're great people. Like I mean, anytime I hear him talk or how he, speaks on Twitter and all that, I mean, and just really in general, how he speaks about his role in Star Wars is just like, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Like he seems so appreciative and like understands that it means something to people that he might not even understand. And I think that's a really good position to be in. And it's just great that he acknowledges that, because someone like Harrison Ford doesn't care, So Mark Hamill, really the way he connects and sees that it means a lot to people is really, really great. So anything to do with Mark Hamill, I'm in.
What about would you rather be knighted a Jedi by Mark Hamill or go to a movie premiere of a new Star Wars at Skywalker Ranch?
Ooh. Who's going to be at Skywalker Ranch? I have so many questions.
Okay. George will be there.
Okay.
We're on a first name basis.
Yeah.
George. I guess Mark will be there.
Mark can't be there.
Okay, Mark can't be there. Kevin Smith will be there.
Okay.
The cast of Clerks is there.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think I'd still go. I think if you boil it down to like Mark, would you rather meet Mark or George Lucas? I would still say Mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. Good answer.
Good answer.
They're all good.